What's going on, everybody? David here, back with another video. So today we have a few things to talk about. We're going to talk about the enhanced unemployment. So where are the states? Who's applied? Who hasn't applied? Who's receiving money? We're going to talk all about that. We're also going to talk about the stimulus check debate. So where are we when it comes to stimulus checks? So we'll talk about that. And then we're going to talk about this skinny bill unveiling. So this week, the skinny bill will be unveiled. So we'll see what's in it, what's not in it. We're going to talk a little bit about what we think is going to be in it and what we think is not going to be in it. That's probably the most important thing, right? But first off, if you guys can do me a favor, hit that like button. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. Also, please subscribe to the channel. We do daily videos and live streams on the weekends. So hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell notification. You'll get notified anytime I go live or anytime I put out a video. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing we're talking about, the enhanced unemployment. So let's go ahead and take a look. I have the map over here. So we have Yahoo Finance. They do a good job of creating these maps. So let's see who's been approved. All the fluorescent green states are the ones that have been approved. So you see pretty much across the board, you have a lot of different states that have been approved. The light blue here, these people are applying. So Nevada and Kansas, they're applying right now and haven't applied. We have one. We have Nebraska that hasn't applied and then declined. We all know South Dakota did decline. So that's where we are right now. Started paying. We have the green here, so you see the different states that started paying. Also, California, as of yesterday, as of Sunday, they started paying as well. So they're in that category. So as you can see, most of the states are participating with this whole program. So that's good. Now, the federal government is putting in $300 per week. And then if states want to add the additional $100, then they'll do that. So that'll be a total of $400. So we'll have to see what states are really participating. Actually, on the map, it does show you. So if you go back and just hit the pause button, you can see exactly which states are going for the $400 or are going to do the $300. So that should be pretty interesting. Okay, so the next story I want to talk about is the stimulus check debate. So in the last couple of days, we've seen President Trump, we've seen Mike Pence, we've seen Stephen Mnuchin. They've all come out and started talking more about stimulus checks. So there could be a possibility that we see some stuff really start to happen this week. It was a good thing that Nancy Pelosi and Stephen Mnuchin made an agreement, an informal agreement to avoid a government shutdown. That was good because now that paves the way for them to focus only on the stimulus package. Because before we were thinking they're going to have to focus on stimulus package, then they're going to have to focus on the government shutdown. How are they going to be able to manage both? And so now we know that the government shutdown thing will be out of the way, and now they can focus just on the stimulus checks and the stimulus package. So that's really good news. We'll have to see what they do when it comes down to another round of stimulus checks and another stimulus package. And so that brings me to the next story, the skinny bill. Right? We keep hearing about the skinny bill. We've been hearing about it for about 3 weeks now, but it looks like this week they will unveil the skinny bill. And it's important to know because there are certain things that are in the skinny bill and certain things that aren't in the skinny bill. So let's talk about what is said to be in it and what's said to not be in it. So the first thing that's said to be in this bill is enhanced unemployment benefits. So the enhanced unemployment benefits that people are receiving right now, it will run out. And so it's going to probably run out within a couple of weeks. And so they're going to have something else. And so that's what will be in the skinny bill. Also, PPP funding will be in the skinny bill. Schools, funding for schools will be in the skinny bill. Funding for COVID-19 testing will be in the skinny bill, as well as childcare funding. Now, what will not be in the skinny bill? Stimulus checks. Right now, they're not talking about having stimulus checks in there. And that might be a reason why President Trump is saying that there's $300 billion available that they could create skinny bills out of that. So that could be the reason why he's talking like that. However, as of right now, it doesn't have money for stimulus checks. It doesn't have money for rental assistance. It doesn't have money for nutrition assistance, and it doesn't have money for state and local funding. So we'll have to see where it goes when it comes to the skinny bill. But as of right now, it's very skinny. It definitely needs to gain some weight, that's for sure. Okay, so let's talk about timeline. So if we're looking at a timeline right now, we have the Senate returning tomorrow. Okay, so they'll return tomorrow. Once they return, they're going to unveil the skinny bill, and then they might vote on the skinny bill. Now, I didn't think that the skinny bill would go anywhere, but it looks like Stephen Mnuchin's on board for the skinny bill. So it looks like, as of right now, Stephen Mnuchin and Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer, they're probably not going to be negotiating this week. They're probably going to wait for the skinny bill, see what happens with the skinny bill, see if they can get that passed, and then go from there. So that's what we're looking at. Now, if the Senate does pass something, if they do pass the skinny bill, then it will go to the House. And then the House, probably the week after, the House will look at it, and then they'll see what they want to add to it, what they want to take out of it, and then they'll move forward from there. And then if they approve it, then they'll send it back to the Senate. If they make changes, it's going to have to go back to the Senate for final approval, and then the Senate will send it over to the president. And so that's kind of what we're looking at. That's the timeline that we're looking at. Hopefully we can get this stuff done in the next 2 to 3 weeks. If that's possible, then we could be looking at getting stimulus checks in maybe the second week of October at this point, maybe even the first week if they can kind of rush things through. So that's what we're looking at right now. I still have faith that we're going to be getting stimulus checks. And I think now that President Trump has mentioned it again, like I said, they're all starting to talk about this again. And so even though this skinny bill does not have stimulus checks in it, I think if they do have this extra funding, this extra $300 billion, and we could figure out where that money is coming from and make it make sense, then I think that stimulus checks will be in our future. So we'll have to see where it goes. We'll definitely have to follow it and see where it goes. I want to know what you guys think, though. So in the comment section, let me know what you think. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.